I'm going to let this build for a little bit, okay? I'm going to let this build. I just want to wish you all a Happy New Year. Everybody that's out there that's been following, thank you. Look at my man. Something's wrong with my face, man. What the? No. I just been relaxed, sleeping a lot. I have a lot going on. I got an eviction notice for my apartment for a situation that's happened. It's part of racial profiling, but because I'm so close to the door, I don't want to cause any disruptions. And one thing I want to share with you guys is that we are all related, man. We all have a lot of connections, a spiritual connection that we all have. And we can't stop the prayer or the awakening, and we will stop a pipeline this year. We will. And the reason why I say that we will is we are going to do it. We are going to do it with the people working for each other, looking out for each other. What I was told, I've been in prayer since the day that this happened. You all know my situation. My Facebook got hacked. I can't log in, or I can't create a new account through Facebook, because every time I create a new account, this individual that stole my account goes back in and circumvents everything that I'm doing. So I reached out to the police. The police are doing what they have to do, and they're going to follow the end of the trail and find out what's happened. But let's not worry about me right now, okay? Let's worry about this new year that we're going into. The new year that we're going into is going to see a lot of ups and downs, a lot of government cutbacks, but a lot of things that are going to happen for the people when the people rise up. Once the people rise up and realize that you are the ones controlling this government, you are the ones that are going to take it back, because a tent embassy, and remember, relatives, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Build tent embassies in every state of the nation. Every state of the nation, there should be a tent embassy in front of that state capital. Professing, not protesting, but redressing their grievances. So we have to asking for a redress of grievances. And those grievances, we are all going to come up with our grievances, that what water is life means to you, what saving this planet means to you, what saving the environment means to you, what four races of mankind mean to you, what this unity through solidarity means to you, about bringing the world together, not about continuing to systematically break down the government. What Trump and the government and the Democratic and Republicans want to do is tear down everything that this government stands for by making it a lot easier for the New World Order to come in and take over. But what's more importantly is that we see the individual Wichasha Wakan, the individual pipe carrier, medicine bundle holders, the Star Nations people see. We see that. And we're able to circumvent it by word of mouth. Wota ke loya chie. Wana ampeto ki le yuha woksape o mani te lo yuha o wo khwala mani ake. And so today, I want you to understand what's happening out there in this world. Waope is called spiritual law. Spiritual law is the elements, Mother Earth, Wakantanka, Tunkashila, Omaka. It's the Trinity. Did you hear what I said? It's the Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And look at it. Waope is the daughter. Wakantanka is up here. Omaka is right here. And Wope is the daughter of the two. And so what Wope is doing is she's taking back through elements, the weather, the forces, the nature. And what are we seeing? Wind, rain, snow, thunder, lightning. Well, thunder and lightning are the same thing. Well, they are different. And so you get this drastic weather. 25 below in South Dakota, we should be in Antarctica. Okay, so let me take it another step further. If you look at your life, I'm an addicted brother who's in recovery, who's been struggling for the last 15 years. My whole life. Let's just say my whole life, okay? Now, the statistics in America show, because the United States is really pushing this opiate addiction problem. The United States is really pushing this opiate addiction problem. I've said it twice. And what's going to happen is because they're getting federal funding, okay? Now, because of the opiate addiction, there should be a stop right there. There should be a alcohol, a drug addiction, a pornography addiction. Well, pornography is not an addiction. Or a gambling addiction. But the things that we're looking at is the chemical addiction. That's what's more important. There should be a chemical addiction recovery center on every corner of America. On every corner, because the United States is getting funding for that, creating more money. Rising costs of the $1 trillion debt is rising. Okay, so I've been in prayer. And I shared this information with my sister Utahpi. There's 23 million Americans in this country right now addicted. Out of those 23 million Americans, 2 are going to get the help that they need. The 21 that don't get their help are going to die. Okay, so that's 21 million souls lost, wandering on this plane. Lost, wandering on this plane. Add that to the already 600 million that's lost, wandering on this plane. How many individual souls do you have, relatives that have crossed over, have taken their life, who have died from their addiction? So many to count. But then you take the small and minute amount of people making the prayer, who are walking in balance and harmony, who are sober, who are drug, who are alcohol free, who are carrying the torch for the world. Those people are carrying that torch. And that torch is going to save Mother Earth. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to burn that sweetgrass. I'm going to burn that sage. That torch, this is the torch. When lit, the fire burns inside. So you are carrying the fire of the people right now, relatives. When you are sober, you are walking that red road. You are carrying that torch for the people. Now, we have to continue to walk humbly, to walk softly, because this year is the year that all the medicine people are going to teach the non-natives, the natives who had forgot the ceremonies. This is the year to teach. This isn't the time for judging and belittling and ridiculing, ostracizing, and making mockery of what is happening. So take into consideration all these people talking negative about the sacred white buffalo calf pipe. Nobody should be talking any type of idiocracy or division about that. Chanupa, very sacred. Stop it. Don't go there. What I'm trying to show you guys is that is all learned behavior. How many of you know what learned behavior is? Learned behavior is all these things that we have learned from our parents. The hatred, the nawizi, the jealousy, the division, the animosity, the anger, the hatred, the hurt, and basically it's bad behavior. So if you are going to come with us and learn with us this year, I'm kindly asking that you continue to grow spiritually, that you step away from all that negative activity, step away from it. Because if I'm going to sit here and teach you how to pray, and you wake up in the morning and you start cussing and yelling, then you're going to get a infraction. That infraction isn't from me. That infraction is from Tunkashila. Tunkashila is weighing heavily right now. So are the ancestors. The ancestors are what allow us to work, to pray, to teach, to walk softly, and share our thought, our philosophy with the world. Now, there's going to be a lot of people out there that's still going to be jealous. Those people are already showing signs of sickness. So those people who are already showing the signs of sickness, I don't think they have any foot or any strength or weight in this matter. They're only one voice. They are only one voice compared to the million voices that are standing with us right now. We have a lot of people with us right now, relatives. There's so many people that when I sit and think about all the words of encouragement, I cry. because I never knew that this thing was going to go from this little thing. It was going to go from this little into this great big balloon of change, of awakening, of relatives coming together. All across the world they are coming, relatives. They're coming from Nigeria, from the south, from the east, from the west, from the north. Those relatives are coming right now together to stand right now, one cause, one purpose, to save Mother Earth. That is what we need to do. So if you're going to remember now, requesting that all military veterans, active and non-active, we need your help. We need those flags. One more time, relatives. We need them flags to fly what democracy means to you. What does democracy mean to you? What does the flag, what does red, white, and blue mean to you? What does blood on the ground mean to you? What does coming together as a nation mean to you? Does it mean continuing to have racial divide? Does it continue to mean have social divide? Does it continue to have economic divide? Does it continue to have racist divide? No. It should have one heart, one mind, coming together right now for the world to see what's happening in this world. The people are awakened. New World Order is a slide. Bilderbergers, whatever we call those, Rothschilds, all these people that think they have power, wealth, they are slowly dissipating into thin air. Their money, their wealth has disappeared, has gone. They wasted, invested it so much in that oil that oil, there's no more use for oil in this world, relatives. There's no more use for oil in this world. There's use for renewable energy, wind and solar. What did I tell you? We're in earth changes. We are in earth changes now. There's going to be so much weather that we can't see. We can't dig for oil because there's going to be snow, frozen ground. When that snow freezes the ground and those pipes crack, that's Wope. Wope spiritual law. When those man-made elements break and burst, they will show you what time it is. So anyway, let's not go there. Let's make this prayer. These things have to take its course naturally. So what we are doing today is I'm solidifying and reaffirming my position and the people's position and the ancestors' position that do not give up, do not give away, do not walk away because we're this close. Now we have to go to Washington. Now, first, we have to build tent embassies in every state capital of the United States. What that is going to do is going to become an eyesore for the world. It's going to become an eyesore for those people in Washington. But it's what the ancestors want. Tent embassies everywhere. I don't care if it's a teepee, if it's a tent, if it's a sheet or a buffalo robe. Your tribal affiliation, your nation affiliation, whatever tribal, whatever country that you have sought to step away from and come to the United States for a new opportunity at life, fly your colors. Go to that tent embassy, build a tent embassy, and fly your colors. There should be every flag of the nation at those tent embassies right now, building, transpiring, and showing the world what's happening. We are united through solidarity. Why are we united through solidarity? Because we have been awakened. We see what's happening with this country. We see what the government wants. We see what they want to do. Why have a government anyway if you want to systematically overturn every executive order that's ever been put in place to help the people? Why go and reverse it? If you're going to go ahead and reverse it, then just dissolve the left and the white ring and come up with one nation, but not New World Order. We the people. We the people will come first and take care of the land because we are the stewards of the land. You are the steward of the land. You are taking care of the land. What's happening right now, your small input has made a magnitude of change in this world. Your small input has changed and awakened and redirected the change of this country. The way and direction this country is going to, you will see great changes coming. I'm telling you that. I've been in prayer. I've been seeing so many spirits coming and talking because now is the time. Now is the time for the world to come together and stand as one. Now is the time for the world to come together and stand as one, and to remember what the government is doing is redirecting. It's called misdirection. Now, misdirection is taking you out of your element, your safe zone, and it's causing you to focus your attention elsewhere. Wipe that away. Focus your attention right here. What's in front of you right now? What's in front of you? Stopping the pipeline. Stopping political power. Stopping special interest groups. Stopping the power that has taken over this government. Stopping the power that has taken over this government. There you go. Now, my relatives, with this prayer, I do believe that our relatives are walking with us. Tunkashila. Wakantanka kile yuha wapo waho oyale wana wacheki yapo. Wana daya yuza imachia he hako ho washte. Wana wahopa kozo oyata kile yuha tunkashila wamakashka yo. Wablaka yo oyata kile wana yuha wacheki yapo. Daya yuza wachekia. Kima yu. Changleshka kile wo ulakota kile wo wakwala mani yuha. Na tunkashila. Pilama ya wopila tanka chicha chabeto se awaiwa kampito lechon kuki umalik telo. Wakaija ocheti shakoin. Wana ambeta nupa yamni dopa zapta shakpe shakoin. Tioshpaye. 7 generations down the road. Wa unyankie umalik telo wa wala mani yuha wa chekia. Wana our people will pray and continue to pray and continue to live this ceremonial life 7 generations down the road because of this prayer. This prayer is uniting the world. This prayer is awakening those spirits that are inside you that say that you are innate, that you are Native American, that you have some type of Native ancestry inside you. Those prayers are awakening you. The smell, the sweetgrass, the cedar, the sage, that is the connection to source. So remember, my relatives, I'm not sitting here crying and screaming, I need this, I need that. I need the world to wake up. I need my brothers and sisters to come together and stop bickering, stop arguing. That arguing, that bickering is the sickness of the mind. If you want to truly walk and learn to walk softly on this earth, wipe that learned behavior clean. When you start feeling this anger and animosity coming, grab your smudge, grab your cedar, smudge it, pray. And pray for those people who are struggling. Never pray for yourself, because the moment that you pray for yourself, all else fails. So if you pray for the people in the world to come together, you will see that. I'm 47 years old. I've never once prayed for myself. Never. So today, I'm asking you kindly, respect the process. Respect the medicine man, because respect the pipe carriers, respect the medicine bundle carriers, because they do that for a reason. They do it because you can't. They do it because they knew, Tunkashila knew that you were going to judge. They do it because the world was watching you make a fool of yourself. They do it because the world knows the truth, and the truth will set you free. They do these things because they were chosen. We were chosen to carry this chanupa. We were chosen to carry this chanupa right now. We were chosen to carry those medicine bundles. We were chosen to carry the prayers for the people. Now that is profound. That is prolific. That is Wa'ope, spiritual law. So please, respect the process and remember, what we do here today will always be reflected in your walk, in the way you carry yourself, the humility of heart. Remember, if you want to quickly judge others, wipe that way clean. Today, I have had the worst atrocities done to me and to my people, but yet here I am, still standing in front of you, offering to make the prayer to continue to bring the 4 races of mankind together. Don't you call that a Lakota leader, a Lakota elder who has knowledge and wisdom? I don't call that anger. I don't call that generosity. I call that spiritual law. I call it the love of the people, because, while it is generosity, it is giving something that you have. Giving of yourself before you give anything. Giving of yourself above all else. So today, my relatives, these are the things that I want you to understand, where I come from in my walk. in my journey. There's people here that come to kick me out of my apartment. So I honestly understand. I thank you guys. I thank you guys for. Come on! Watch, this is recorded. Let's keep it recording, okay? Hey, how you doing, Philip? I'm doing little prayers and burning sweetgrass. What can I do for you? Oh, it's the order to vacate?
Huh?
Is that the order to vacate? The 30-day notice?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Let me put... Okay.
Your signature. Right
Okay,
there.
Mr. So I'll be out of here. All right. I'm glad she responded. Hey, how you doing? I was wondering if they can talk with the lady upstairs, because she's every time that something's happened with me, it's because of her banging and hollering. So I try not to get. I don't want her getting kicked out, but I do want somebody to speak with her.
Yeah.
Because I'm being kicked out because of that, but I'm not the person to say, "Oh no, we gotta get her kicked out." No, I want her to know what she has done, and I'm doing the best I can. It's not when you're a handicapped person. There's a lot of things that we try to do our best with. Hey, thanks, Philip. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good one.
Yeah.
So that was the maintenance. That was the landlord who came, served me my eviction notice, because on December 22nd, I'm gonna share the story now. December 22nd, I was in a snowstorm. We went after my daughter, and we got stuck in a snowstorm. I didn't get stuck. We came home. I went to bed. My daughter was here. The son and my brother were smoking weed outside. Now, the police were called. My brother ran. My son got caught and went to jail. And because of that, I got kicked out of my apartment. I just got evicted. I wanted to fight it. But because I had allowed my son to smoke the marijuana, I didn't allow him. I didn't give him consent now. That's caused me to get kicked out of my apartment. So I have been doing my best to raise the money for my son to get him out of jail. I finally did. Now, I wanted to fight the case, but because I'm a Native American in a community that's, racially segregated. That's what I'm saying. This is why I want to rephrase and reaffirm this position right now. That to have anger, to be racially divided, to have racism. You just heard what I said. Somebody speak to her. At least let her know why I'm getting evicted, because it's her actions, banging on the door. Yeah, my children were just as guilty for smoking the weed, but what happened was she started banging. They parked in behind her car. Her car hasn't left anywhere all year. It broke down out there. So she thought they were stealing. And, I can see her point, but I'm not going to push it. I'm going to concede, because there's bigger things happening here. Change, growth, and development. So I was able to put my anger, my animosity, my hatred, my racism aside. And I want to say I've wiped them clean from this thinking up here and from right here. In order for us to change as individuals, as human beings, as a personal being and grow spiritually, right here and right here, we have to change. We have to wipe that away, all those angers, all those bads, all those hurts, all the wrongs that you had done to you, wipe it away. Because we are in a new time, we're in a new area. It's called love and compassion. Age of Aquarius, where we are moving forward as human beings, transcending to a higher level of consciousness. That transcending is the proof that the waka tchanka kileyuha omaniktelo omaka wope needed to see, needed to hear how I was going to handle this situation. And what did I do? Conceded. So that allows me to move forward, to transcend into this next plane, this next level, this next dimension. You should too. You should too. You should take every opportunity to test yourself, to see if you really have grown, to see if you really have changed, to see if you really are walking the walk and talking the talk. Now that's power. Let me take that back. That's not power. That's humility. Power is when you have the power to control the world and the universe and say, this here, this there, gotta go. Now, that's not what I'm about. I'm about change. I'm about love. I'm about compassion. So I hope that little instance right there would show you guys what I have just done. I have just signed my consent to give a 30-day notice to vacate this premises. January 31st, I will be out. I will be gone. I will have nowhere to go. But yet, this is a new horizon. There's new things happening. I'm excited because I'm part of change. That's what I want to share. So, and I do have the PayPal account still up. It's not been hacked. If you want to send any love, send to PayPal or send a mail. You know my mailbox, people. You know my mailbox. Reach out to my sister, Wichachbe, if you want to help. Because I'm going to need help, all the help I can get to relocate, maybe it's time to teach. Maybe it's time to go. I'm going to show you guys something very profound before we leave here, okay? Before we leave here. Now, I don't do this just because I want to be a vindictive dude. I do this because I'm sharing with you guys what has always been deemed, what do you call that when you have stigmata, here we go. Okay, so do you see my foot? Do you see my foot right here? That's on both feet. Now, if I want to say that was a gift from the Creator, if I want to say that was a gift, and I could pull my toenails off. I don't have feelings. But this is the thing what I'm sharing with you guys. Because people have told me this is stigmata, that I was chosen. Now, let me ask you this, because this is going to be very important how you answer this. If God truly had sent his son, Jesus, Yeshua, not Jesus, Yeshua, the chosen one, to help the people, do you think that he would have sent his child to be crucified again? Because if you want to judge Yeshua in the second coming, now I'm not a religious person now, don't get me wrong. I'm using this as an instance, okay? I'm using this to show the world what I'm about. I don't go and proclaim that. I don't go and say I'm the second coming of Christ. I don't, because no man can say that. But what I'm sharing with you is that I was touched by the hand of God. If I was touched by the hand of God, then shouldn't the world be believing and trying to change their walk? I surely have changed my walk because I was touched by the hand of Creator, Wakantanka. Now, what happened with me was I had a spinal injury that left me paralyzed. I was compromised. My body was compromised. Nobody knew what was wrong. I had this rash all over my body. Now, this rash is all gone from my body, but that is the only place that's left, on both feet. People that were religious, that come from different doctrines and sections, Catholics, priests, bishops, came from all over. They saw the feet. They claimed stigmata. And I claim I'm just a common man. And I still stand by that laurel. I am a common man. But I was blessed and I was touched by the Spirit to show the world what change is about, what love and compassion is, what coming together is about, what moving together is, what protecting the world is about, what saving the water is about, what loving one nation, one heart is about. But it's all about what you believe right here and right here. Now that's how I want to close. Now that's how I want to end. Now that's how I want you to sit there and think. If 100 million of us were touched by the hand of God or by the Creator or Wakantanka, wouldn't you truly want to live a better life? Wouldn't you truly want to do more for your people, for yourself, for your people, for your blood, for your Teospraye? Definitely. Thank you, relatives. I love you, and thank you for this day. Mitakoye Oyase.